and lines and surfaces. Now in this diagram here there are 8 dots and they represent points, and there are 5 lines, a circle and 4 straight lines that are making a square. Now if you are watching this video on a computer or smartphone, then the computer screen or phone screen is a surface that the diagram is seen on. Now notice here, in a square all the sides have the same length. Here a rectangle is a 4-sided figure like this one, in which the lengths of opposite sides are same. And in this rectangle here, inside this rectangle there are 8 dots or points you can say. Now here it's the same rectangle and dots, but each dot has a letter next to it, so we can talk about the dots. So the dot on the far left is called dot A or just A. This is a square centimeter, so that all the sides of the square are 1 centimeter long. The area of a rectangle is the total space inside it, and we can measure that space with square centimeters. Now to see how much space there is inside this rectangle, we find out how many square centimeters we can fit inside it. So now we can see this diagram shows that there are a total of 8 square centimeters inside. So we can say the area is 8 square centimeters. Now the easy way is, actually we just multiply the base of the rectangle by its height. So 4 times 2 is equal to 8. Let's do another example. Similarly, if a rectangle has a base of 16 centimeters and a height of 4 centimeters, the area will be 16 times 4, that is 64 square centimeters. And instead of writing the full word square centimeters, we just write SQ and cm. And we can find 16 by 4 by finding 8 by 4, that is 32, and then doubling it. Here are 2 straight lines meeting at a point. We call this a right angle because a square will fit exactly into the corner without leaving any gaps. The walls of a room are built at right angles to the floor. A page of a book normally has a right angle at each corner. This plus sign shows 4 right angles at these places. Now, a small square is normally placed in the corner of an angle to show that it's a right angle, like this. And another way of saying that 2 lines are at right angles to each other is to say that they are perpendicular. For example, the wall is perpendicular to the floor. Now, the minute hand of a clock makes a complete turn in 1 hour. So in 15 minutes, that's a quarter of an hour, it completes a quarter of a turn, and this is the same as a turn of 1 right angle. That's why there are 4 right angles in a complete turn. Remember, an angle measures the amount of turn here. 1 right turn, 1 right angle, or a quarter of a turn. Here we have 2 right angles or a half of a turn. Then here we have 3 right angles or 3 quarters of a turn, and here we have 4 right angles or a complete turn. Now, an angle that is smaller than a right angle is called an acute angle, like this one. Obtuse angle is the one that is between one and two right angles, that is called obtuse angle. And then these are reflex angles. An angle between 2 and 4 right angles is called a reflex angle. So these two are reflex angles. A complete turn is divided into 360 degrees.